What's up, my friends? This is Coach John here at CrossFit Liberate. Got another at-home workout for you. Today's Monday, August 3rd, and today's workout is called Catch and Release. So we've got some interval repeats here today. We're going on the 4 minutes for 5 rounds. We're combining some odd object weightlifting, some cardio, and some gymnastics movements. And our score today is going to be our slowest round, so consistency pays off. All right, taking a look at our warm-up for catch and release. We're gonna hit 30 seconds each, starting with active Spider-Man, into some glute bridges, and then our down dog stretch, then we'll hit active Samson stretch, back to the floor for glute bridge walkouts. Then some core stability work and some shoulder taps. We'll hop up and hit some slow air squats. Then we'll go into single leg glute bridges, 15 seconds per side. And we'll wrap things up with push-ups to down dog. For your mobility work, we're gonna hit a wrist stretch, 40 seconds in each direction, starting with those fingertips pointing straight ahead. And then we'll turn the hands around and point those fingertips towards the knees. Then we'll go to the floor for a chest stretch, 40 seconds on each side, swinging those hips over, getting a nice big stretch through that chest, shoulder, and bicep. All right, taking a close look at catch and release. So we're going on the 4 for 5 rounds. Each round starts with 20 jumping lunges, 20 hand release push-ups, 20 air squats, and rounding out the round with 20 odd object deadlifts. So today's conditioning piece works repeats of odd object weightlifting, gymnastics, and cardio movements. With rest built in, we're looking to move with a purpose through each round. Rounds begin every 4 minutes on the 0, 4, 8, 12, and 16. After completing the 4 stations, rest with whatever time remains until the next window begins. These rounds are ideally completed in 3 minutes or less, giving you at least 1 minute to rest. You'll want to adjust movements and reps as needed to hit this recommendation. Your score is the slowest of the 5 rounds. On your jumping lunges, alternate legs each rep and count each rep towards your set. The back knee should touch the ground at the bottom of each rep. Jump to full lower body extension between lunges. On your hand release push-ups, at the bottom of each push-up, you'll lift the hands off the ground to stop your momentum before pushing back up. Choose a number or variation that allows you to clear the station in under 60 seconds. With your air squats, shoulder width stance, knees tracking out over toes, hips travel back and down, keeping that chest up, and full range of motion here. Hips below the knees at the bottom and standing tall at the top. So on your odd object deadlifts, that object should make contact between the legs on each rep here. Today's a chance to go a bit heavier with your odd object loading since your odd object is not going above waist height. This should be a load that allows you to complete the reps unbroken when fresh. And as always, further movement subs are in the video description below. Focus for our movement today on the jumping lunges is going to be vertical. Let's aim for a vertical shin position with the front leg when alternating back and forth. It's common to not reach out far enough with that front leg when we're jumping from leg to leg. Really reach with that front leg to make sure we get a vertical shin today. On your deadlifts, let's think about our shoulder position. You'll want to avoid rolling the shoulders forward or shrugging them up on this movement. We're looking for shoulders that are down and centered. Rolling forward gets you to the ground faster, but in a bad position. Shrugging up makes the arm shorter, which makes getting to the ground more difficult. On your push-ups and squats, we want to think about the hips and shoulders moving together. Hips and shoulders together in the push-up means maintaining a plank-like position throughout. Keep the body in one straight line from head to toe as the body moves up and down in the push-up. In the squat, we want the hips and shoulders rising together as we stand up from the bottom position. It can be helpful to think about the shoulders leading the way up from the squat to avoid sending the hips first and to help keep our chest up as we stand. So in terms of strategy with this one, with our score being the slowest round, you're gonna wanna go ahead and start off on a strong but sustainable pace right from the beginning. And ideally with these intervals, we'd like to see our times vary by no more than 10 seconds, which really shows that we're putting some effort into that consistency. So the first and last movements here, we've got lunges and deadlifts. We'd like to ideally be able to go unbroken on those, knowing it's right when we start off and right when we finish. And then the middle two movements, we can think about breaking up a little bit more. All right, y'all, make sure to get after this thing. Remember, with CrossFit, our goal is to always bring some intensity to our work. And then make sure that you're tracking your results somehow, whether it's through an app like SugarWOD or a notebook. We want to be showing progress over time. That's how we know we're getting better. And then if you plan on coming back to the gym, can't wait to see you back here in person.